my convicted hearts. I hope you guys are doing well today. Got a little time in the car, so I figured why not have some car chat. And also, I was cracking up at this story on my way over here all by myself in the car. And I wanted to talk to you guys about the time I had jury duty and I could not get out of it. But this lady in the news, I don't know if you guys have heard of her, Miss Bristol from Florida. She got out of jury duty for the reason being, she said that she couldn't take 6 months time out of her life because she has responsibilities. She has a sugar daddy that she has to see daily. And she filed basically, or she basically presented to the judge that would make a hardship on her life if she committed 6 months to be on this jury, because she has to spend daily time with this said sugar daddy. And the judge even asked her, or the judge or the reporter asked her what kind of money would she be losing out on if she couldn't spend time with him. And she said she would be losing out on $8,000 a month. So I don't know what kind of sugar is being exchanged, but that is a lot of money. And yeah, she had no shame, absolutely no shame when the judge called on her and she said, "Judge, I have a sugar daddy and a husband." And I think she mentioned 2 kids too, and that she could not make her house payment if she does not see her sugar daddy daily. Okay, so the last time I was on a jury, well, I've only been on one time, and I think I was 20 years old, yeah, because I was pregnant with my older daughter. I was 8 months pregnant. Now here's all the reasons why I should not have been selected for this jury, okay? And I tried to make this clear to the judge. I did my best. So for one, yeah, I was 8 months pregnant, so obviously I'm probably gonna have to be getting up and down, going to the restroom. Number 2, I just so happened to be selected in the same jury group as my sister-in-law, whom I worked with and lived with. So for me, I thought, okay, cool, we're gonna get dismissed because this has got to be a conflict of interest. You can't live with the same person you're on a jury with, on the same jury. Plus we work together, plus we're gonna be in a jury together? No. So then I thought after that, like, if that doesn't work, I'll just throw it to the judge like this, like, hey, I can't do this. My mom's married to a cop. And I was thinking, okay, maybe they wouldn't want me on the jury because they would think that would persuade or something, my way of thinking or judgment. So when it came time to ask me questions, I put all of these things out there. First of all, obviously the pregnancy. Judge said you can use restroom breaks whenever you need. So then I threw out there, well, this is my sister-in-law. We live together, we work together. And now if we're in a jury together, like, wouldn't that be a conflict of interest somehow? And information is supposed to be kept privately because they had, made that little speech about how you're not supposed to speak about anything outside of that area. And the judge says, well, no, it doesn't matter because you've already, basically, like, if you guys are chosen to be on the jury, you've already been told the rules. So if you're caught speaking about it outside of this room, you're going to be in trouble. So I was like, dang. So then I told him, well, my mom's married to a cop. And he's like, oh, really? And he asked for his name. I told him, and he goes, oh, great guy. I really like him. I was like, I cannot believe all of these things. And I'm still, and my sister-in-law got chose to be on the jury too. So we were stuck. And the one lady that got dismissed, I could not believe this. And she looked like a total, like, proper, I don't know, suburban, probably soccer mom. And had a nice dress on, like, down to her ankles. And they got to her and started asking some questions. And they asked her, is there any reason, sorry it's bouncing, you guys, I am driving, I apologize. Is there any reason, they asked her, that you should not be chosen to be on this jury, that you wouldn't be able to make a decision? And she said yes. And they asked her, well, what is that? And she said, I think she said Pentecostal religion. And in my religion, it is a sin to judge other people. And I was thinking in my head, we we all, like anybody that's religious, like we're not supposed to judge. We could all say that. But the judge went ahead and dismissed her. So obviously, like, she said she wasn't eligible because she couldn't make a judgment against someone. And that worked. They dismissed her from the jury. I was so bitter in that moment. I was so mad because I really was not trying to, first of all, miss out on work. They don't pay you your full wages, and I was the manager at the time, so I had a lot of responsibilities that I really could not pass on to anyone. And the parking is a nightmare at the Salinas courthouse. If anybody knows, you know. And to get, they even told us, like, you might want to bring something for lunch because it's almost impossible to go find something to eat and get back here in time and find parking. So it ended up not being a bad experience. It was kind of a lightweight case, thank God. Although I really would have liked to have investigated some weirdo or something and like sat in on that, judge one of those people. But this happened to be a rich girl from Pebble Beach that was accused of a DUI, and her defense was she took a Sudafed. And this was during like the AT&T little functions that go on out there, so I guess she ended up having just a little too much wine at the wine tasting and ended up driving across 3 lanes of traffic the wrong way. So I don't know about you guys, but I've taken Sudafed before and I never got that kind of high. So at the time, also her defense attorney, it was interesting at the time, I think it was either he was president, George W. Bush, or he was running for president. And I swear her attorney looked exactly like him. So it was pretty interesting to see this guy be talking for her and imagining George W. Bush's voice coming out of him would have been really hilarious and helped pass time. But that's my little jury story. Yes, I am still wearing my sunglasses. My eye is still healing. It's almost all the way healed. At this point, I'm like, if I'm not good by tomorrow, I'm just going to buy a patch and go full on pirate for you guys. Because I'm getting really tired of wearing these sunglasses. And when I tried to wear them in the house on the computer, like I could barely see. So yeah, I might be pulling off an eye patch soon. But that's a stretch. I'm hoping by tomorrow it's going to be all the way good. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this whole situation where Miss Bristol got out of her jury calling because of her sugar daddy hardship? Another story I'll add to this, and this is strictly, you guys, this is a lightweight, like funny video. I know I talk about a lot of serious topics, important topics to me and to other people. But it's okay to laugh and have some fun sometimes because, you know, you got to break up that heaviness that we deal with sometimes. So there was this one time that I got a very strange DM, and I knew that it was weird, like off top. I already knew it was fake. It was whatever. And it was supposedly a guy. You could see, you know, it was a man's name, a man's picture. And the question he put was, would you be my sugar baby? I will pay you $5,000 a month. Looking back, now that I think Bristol was getting $8,000, that kind of pisses me off, but you know, whatever. So I was bored this day. So I'm like, let me see what kind of damage I can do. Cause a little, you know, just have a little fun with this guy. So I answered back and said, what is it exactly you're asking me? And he or she or whoever this was answered, you know, all I want is companionship through text and phone calls, no photos, no videos, no nothing, you know, and it's $5,000 a month. And as enticing as that may sound to people, that's obviously, for myself, I could never do it. And it's not believable that somebody would pay an individual that kind of money for texts and calls, and it's just not my cup of tea. But it was fun messing with him anyways. So the reason why it was fun is because I knew it was phony. So at the end of this text, I'm like, oh, you know, no, I don't think so. He goes, all you have to do is cash at me $50 so I know you're real. And I was thinking, how does that work? And then he sends a screenshot of my Cash App. So I don't know how he found my Cash App. I think it's in the bio of one of my business Instagram. So that's probably where, I don't know. Anyways, and he's like, is this you? I can send you $5,000 if you do that. And I was like, I can't believe the nerve of this person. But so I thought for a second, I'm like, let me shoot it back his way. I'm like, all right, how about you send me $5,050 right now so I can shoot you back to 50 so I know you're really real. So I think that kind of pissed him off, because it was like, after that, I think the thing that he wrote was, look, I'm not forcing you to do anything. So right after that, I had my fun with it already, blocked, got rid of that situation. But it gave me a good laugh for the day. I think I was having like a bummed out day that day, so I was laughing, you know what I mean? It was probably some troll, like, who knows, in another country somewhere, messing with people, hoping people will fall for that. But hopefully nobody did, because that is crazy. I'm sure they end up hacking you somehow, some way. But I'm still so interested to hear about this Bristol lady. Like, they showed her picture. She is not a spring chicken, but maybe her sugar daddy is much older than her. And I can't imagine her saying that out in court. And she said she's married too, so I don't know if her husband's cool with this, or I don't know how that works. If you guys know, let me know, because this is kind of intriguing to me now, how this lady is pulling this off. And then I was watching, you guys, The Breakfast Club. I think it's based out of New York, right? With DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and I can't believe I forgot her name right now. It'll come to me right now. She has that show Lip Service also. I can't believe I forgot her name. That's so crazy. Well, give me a minute, I'll think of it. So anyways, they were doing a little commentary about this same thing I'm talking about, the news story that I saw. And of course, you always hear like, oh, the craziest stuff happens out of Florida, which is kind of true, seems like. But, I mean, we all have our crazy, so whatever. And this lady called, no, it was a guy that called in. They were having people call in, and this guy calls in, and he's like, yeah, I know someone that has a sugar daddy. And they asked him, okay, who is it? Like, who do you know? And he said, my girl. And they were like, what, your girl? And they asked him, are you the sugar daddy? He's like, no, I'm the boyfriend. And so they were tripping out, right? And the guy finally goes like, yeah, she has a sugar daddy, like, I'm cool with it. She doesn't have to do anything, you know what I mean? Like, put no bombs or creams on him, or changes the pins, or I don't even know what goes on. God only knows. Like, my mind just went all kinds of places. So, who knows? But they finally got the girl to get on the phone. They're like, so how is this okay? Like, you have a sugar daddy and a boyfriend. And she goes, yeah. And they're like, why is your boyfriend okay with this? And she's like, well, because I get $3,000 a month and it pays for our house. And I just could not believe it. And they were there together, so he was hearing this. He's the one that called in. And I was just tripping out that this is the world that we live in. And that probably sounds super ancient to some people that think this is normal, but whatever. Just humor me. I don't know. It just gave me kind of a little laugh that this lady was so bold, and she actually pulled this off in court. There's footage of her telling this to the judge with a completely straight face. So I just had to talk to you guys about that. And if you see the story, go look it up. It's actually pretty funny that she can stand there and just, I mean, she didn't smile, smirk, she didn't look any kind of way except for dead serious. Nothing was going to interfere with her $8,000 a month from her sugar daddy. So that's my story time, my car chat, spending a little time with you guys. I do want to give you guys a heads up. I have a very, very important interview that I feel like is really going to be huge, and I'll give you sort of a little insight. The woman that I'm going to be interviewing served 30 years in the California Department of Corrections. And what she has done with her life is mind-blowing. You know, a lot of people say, oh, this interview's fire, this is a banger. I haven't even done it yet, and I know it's going to be a banger just from us speaking on the phone. So it looks like I'm shooting to do this interview on Friday of this week. I'll take a few days to do some editing. God willing, nothing goes too far left with it. My editing on this last one, you know, it took me like 5 or 6 days, but I'm getting better each time. So yeah, please look out for that, because she is amazing, you guys. 30 years, and I'm telling you, she doesn't even look like she's older than that, to be honest with you. Like, she's beautiful inside and out. So check out that when it comes out. I'll keep you guys updated in the community section of my page as well. I apologize for all the bouncing. Like I said, I'm driving. So I just want to send you guys out with a ton of love today. Be kind to each other, be compassionate. You never know what the next person is going through. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you think about all this, and don't avoid your jury duty notices either, because I hear they will put a bench warrant out for you. So allegedly, I've heard that's true. Actually, I need to check on mine, because I think I had one due in February, but we'll see. With all of that said, much love to you guys. Thank you for always tapping in. Thank you for thinking of me. All of you that really have checked on me for my eye issue, I thank you once again. You guys mean the world to me. So thank you to Karen, to Fernie, to Julie, to, let's see, Julio. Gosh, all of you guys. My brothers on the round table, Cholo Trucker, Paul, Sunny. I'm like drawing so many blanks because there's this crazy person across the street crossing, but I won't film him because I wish I could film him and show you, but that's kind of rude. And the guy next to me probably thinks I'm talking to myself, but oh well. Okay, whatever, squirrel brain. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you for all of your love and support, and I will talk to you soon. Have a blessed day.